Good afternoon, everybody. Good afternoon,
Did it
everybody.
again. Did it again. Always. How's it going, Oppies? Always forget to do that. Mute myself. So I don't have the extra echo. How's it going, Jaskar? Oh, doing okay today, Oppies. Pain's starting to subside a bit from this morning, so that's not too bad. Come on. Finish loading. How's it going, Brother Bandit? There it goes. Yay. Sound coming through? They delayed? Am I getting desktop? I'm not getting desktop audio. Oh, there it goes. Just delayed. As usual. Big delay on the audio.
Pizza time.
Where was this truck headed? I think I'm gonna send this back over to the desert instead.
Some time ago, your sister snuck aboard this ship to kill me.
How's it going, TX Stick? It's doing alright. It's holding up okay, Nico. It's, wasn't doing too good this morning after my chiropractic appointment, but it's getting better. Desert. Yeah, desert. That's where I wanted to send you. Alright, I gotta find all my trucks that only made it part way to their destination and make sure they get the rest of the way there. Alright. Why did AutoDrive decide it didn't want to be showing anymore? That's better. Dee. Come on, empty, please. Off you go. That is so strange. Are ducks only for selling? Just found out they don't go into CM meats. They are for down and eggs. That's it. Duck eggs for sale, and I want to say they also go into... The duck eggs go into something, but I don't know. I've never really gotten that far with the animal itself. You can sell them, yeah, that's it. They're not used in CM meats or anything like that. Let's see, do I want to use this trailer or that trailer? I'll take this set because I want to replace this truck anyway. Excuse me. I want to replace this truck anyway, so... let's get on over to the store. Not a problem, Nico. That is weird. My auto drive HUD is now missing on every vehicle. Never done that before. It's always shown up when I log back into the game. Yeah, but nothing that I'm aware of is updated today, so why it would choose today of all days to suddenly start doing that is the question. Bye-bye, truck. Time to replace you with a different truck. I'm gonna go rim color, stainless, maybe black. I kind of like black. Fuel tanks will go stainless. Mirrors will go bluish color. Yeah, that kind of looks alright. I'm good with that. Nokian wheels look good. No rack. I won't do the crazy engine. How's it going, Vortex? Because it's a Monday. It could be a reason. Crazy engine, no crazy engine. Not crazy engine. Alright. Now, I gotta get these loaded up so I can bring them up to my... dang it, I missed it. Animals. Start preloading that. Just working? Alright, so I've got... I'll do... Alright, I need goat food. Let me pull alongside that. Alright, goat food, I need... 18 of that. I also need sheep food. 18 of that. Chicken food. 18 of that. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Turn the corner. Get the last pallet, thank you. There we go. Chicken food, hot dog, and pretty much. How's it going, camping? When I tweak the milling machine, making the pickup width wider, is that simply... yes, the width is typically an XML edit on the milling machine. Goes well, sir. That's good to hear. The same issue with auto drive and course play, my money will go from 0 to minus. And so I found out it was version that's just... Huh. Well, it's a good thing I don't have that version of course play. I'm still on 25, so I wanted to drop and give you a lucky poo. A lurky poo? Well, I appreciate that. I'm gonna go load up my aminals. Start getting food up to the northern animal area before I transfer them all. So that's what I am doing. Lots of animal food. God, this thing feels so slow to this morning when I was testing it. 25 is working. The versions is... Yeah. I guess I got lucky when I jumped to 25 on the course play. But I don't know why auto drive was acting up all of a sudden. Not a problem, Vortex. All that fun and excitement messing around with a... Yeah, I didn't put that engine in this truck when I bought it. And now I'm wishing I had, because this one's struggling. Probably on the next run. I'll tweak it and do that. It feels so slow compared to the version I sent you. Does the flatbed always... I made an edit to it. So no, it does not, Nico. I did this for the sake of transporting animal food up to my farm storage. I didn't want to have to make like 1,800 trips. So I went into the auto load trailer and added a special group just for the animal foods. Yep. Ah, in a tunnel. Need to remember to stay in the truck. It's a handy edit. Jeez, this truck does not like the double trailer right now. It takes a little bit of doing. I had to have Dave help me with it a little bit. But essentially you end up adding extra transform groups and stuff to the trailer to do it. It's easy to explain if I am in the editor to show it. Okay, where do I drop the pallets in? Do the pallets all drop in here in the back? I have not used this barn yet, so I don't know. I don't know, me. Alrighty then, behind it. Sounds good. How's it going, Beretta? Phew, look at that extra lag I just got from down to 14 frames a second. It doesn't like having that many pallets in view at all. No, sir, it does not. That's good to hear, Beretta. Lucky if you get 14 frames at all. Oh, look, as the pallets disappear, look at the frames climb. Already gained 3, 4 frames. Nope, not supposed to drive over that. Yeah, she does not like having 72 pallets in view. At all.
Have you ever had a dream that you had you could
Yeah, I went from 14 to 40 plus. Yeah, look, 48 frames a second almost. From 14. Just because I got rid of pallets. Craziness. That's pure craziness, I say. Time for one more load. That'll get me enough animal food to... It's doing a little better right now than it was this morning. The chiropractor did a number on me. Then I didn't do myself any favors by moving a bunch of tools. But I've been sitting down and relaxing for a bit, and it's good enough for me to sit here right now, which is better than yesterday. Whoa, that was random. Popping wheelies, apparently. Cracking the road. Oh, I know why it's... Yeah, no, now I know why it's acting up. I'm gonna have to tweak these other engines. Duh. Yep. Now it dawned on me. Note to self, when you're editing a vehicle and you make changes for one engine, including, like, I don't know, the weight of the vehicle, you need to make sure you change the rest of them. That explains why I was looking at it and the tires look like they're sunk in the ground. Yeah, because, well, you added 10,000 pounds to the weight of the vehicle. It will do that. As I say, I know this engine works just fine on the other trucks, and then all of a sudden, oh yeah, well, yeah, you changed it, so need to make sure you make a few small tweaks to the rest of them. That's better. It is all about them wee tweaks. Alright, I need buy, yes, buy, yes. Start to load that up a bit. Alright, there's 9, 9. I don't have his donkeys yet. I did need those, and I need some goats. Not 10. Ah! This building there. Let's get her done. Whoa, 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 whoa. Bad idea to read chat. Bad idea to read chat. How's it going, Henry? Yep. You know what? I have a wheel. Let's use the stinking thing. I spent all that money on the stinking thing, so let's use the wheel, shall we? That's better. There we go. Use the wheel. Whoop! Airborne. Slow down. Papa 55 can thank you for that. Continuing that gifted sub from Master 86. Thank you, Henry, for that tier 1 sub as well. Let her rip. What could go wrong? Oh, maybe that. Whee! I'm a bird. I'm a bird. It's a bird. It's a plane. No, it's a flying truck. This is the future. It's the future. We should have flying vehicles, right? Heck, they had flying cars in Back to the Future in the year 2020. Gotta fix the brakes. When's the walk-ons gonna kick in? They've been really slow today. I don't know what's going on with those. I don't know what's going on with the walk-ons today. Even, like, I mean, everybody's has been pretty... Oh, help if I'm on the right trailer. Pretty slow. Been like that all day. Yeah, Twitch being Twitch is what we'll call that, right? We'll call that Twitch being Twitch. Alright, so... Oh, get to the right trailer.
Look at all those chickens.
Look at all those chickens. Apparently, I'm full on chicken food. Or just didn't like that palette. How's it going? See, there goes the walk on. There we go. Hey, it does open. Duck food. There's the other ones. Yeah, that'll work. New curve 36-inch screen. Nice. Knock knock, who's there? Nobody's home. See, I even did turn down the top speed on it, but apparently it didn't register that I turned the top speed down. Gotta love it when you do that. Just small edits. There goes Nico's, finally. Wah-ba-ba-bam. The only one that should matter is the one that's in the engine configuration, which I turned down by a lot. Because it shouldn't be able to do 200 miles an hour anymore. Because it was 215 before I turned it down. And I turned it down by over 100 kilometers an hour. So I don't know why it didn't turn itself down. Probably one of those things I did it and saved it, but it didn't actually update. A little bit, TC and me. Do you know of a semi-enclosed trailer that has decals on side of trailer that can be changed so I can set up factories or trailers around them? I don't offhand, Papa. I know there's a lot of enclosed trailers and semi-enclosed trailers, but I don't know how well they work, and I know a lot of them are auto-load, and it has issues because there's a lot of products on this map that don't otherwise register with those auto-load trailers. So there are some out there, but they take a lot of work. And exactly, Nico, it should have turned it down by over 65 miles an hour. So why is it still allowing it to do the 215? Oh, just for looks? I know if you go on, I'm partial to fs19mods.com. That's where I typically go. They have a lot of enclosed trailers there that have different logos on them. Clash, John Deere, various streamers and stuff like that. Smokey and the Bandit and several others I've seen. So they are out there. Then at that point, it's just a matter of what you want to use for decals. You could probably swap them out and just park them around. Legolas2304, thank you for that follow. I do appreciate it. So, I mean, it's possible. You're just going to have to find the decals for factories on here to place on the trailers. Yeah, you could do that. Alright, so I'm going to need the other half of this trailer. So let's run over to the store. Dee. Over to the store I go. Oh, I gotta set up all of the water pumps too. Alright. Trailers. Animal trailer, I think is where this is. Ride-Trans, no. Ride-Trans is over here. Ah, yeah. It didn't actually take effect. Of course it didn't. How's it going, fern dog? Do. The ducks? I'm probably just gonna buy new ducks, cause. Uh-oh, what'd you do? Eat like Chipotle or something? Oh, no, alright. Took me a second. Snow. Duh. Backing up doubles. So much fun. Not really. I forgot to add these to the animal pens up here. Way up here in the mountains. Yeah, we'll see how many times I end up having to plow this storm. Not looking forward to it. Alright. I could probably do one here and get both of these. Reminds me, man, I have to paint that back to dirt. Okay, chickens. Should cover the chicken coop. I'll cover that. That'll cover that. Did I not have more than that up here? Fern Dog, Henry Hood gifting a tier 1 sub to Fern Dog. Thank you for that, Henry. I appreciate it. Alright, let's see. That should have covered both of these spots, I'm guessing. This what the yeah, alright, good, it did get both of those. I need to... Was by 5'9" cat. What color do I want to make this thing? That's fine. Yeah, all that's fine. Cab. What color does everybody think I should? Red metallic, maybe? Yeah, why not? Red metallic. That looks good. Need the AR back. The AR frame. Not the Trelleborgs or the Midas. Michelins don't look too bad. Well, we'll go Nokians. Got the regular Alcoas. I don't need the GPS. Those ones look better. It's a frame pack that comes with these. I will show you in just a minute. Yeah, I'll get the plow mount. Why not? Yeah, we won't do the. We won't do the one over there. Tag axles. Do the air horns. Yes. No tinted windows. Don't need the snow. We'll put the tag axle on it. Rack's not gonna matter. Keep the trailer attacher. The big engine. Duh. Now, if I go over here, these AR beds. You see there's grain beds and flat beds, log beds. These will go on top of that truck. Yep, it makes the multi-use. And this particular AR bed will auto-load pallets. So I can use this bed for auto-loading the animal pallets up at my animal area. So let's send you to... I'm gonna have to make some additional stuff while I'm up there, so let's send that up to the gravel pit. I will need a dump trailer. Oh, excuse me. Send this one over to Johnson's silo quick, so I can move some material from Johnson. Yeah, the AR beds are nice. They allow some additional functionality. And in this case, I want something to be able to move like 3 to 4 pallets, maybe 5 pallets at a time for the animal feed when I have to feed the animals. And that way it'll allow me to get the animal pallets off the map. So I can free up some of that, the resources. That way I don't have to have like all of these pallets sitting around all the time. I'll have to make some trips with I'll have to make a bunch of trips, which will probably take the next in-game day, but that's a lot of goats I gotta move. Does it have a liquid tank other than slurry? I don't think that one does. May transfer the males back. I'll keep just the females in here. Did I not move the male back? Use the AR stuff a lot in FS15. Never played 15 or 17. Just 19. Females. How's it going, Scooter Wick? Alright. Get these goats up to their new home. How's it going, Cowboy Mikes? How are you doing today? Great thing about working from home, you can farm during your lunch. That is a good thing about working from home. Henry Hood gifting another tier 1 sub, this time to Cowboy Mikes. Thank you, Henry, again.
Hello there.
See, that tells you how bad Twitch is today. I was the first one here, and my walk-on sound just now went off. I mean, I know Cowboys will go off here in a little while, but it's apparently quite delayed today. Is it not L for the lights? Blizzard is just starting to hit you guys in Boston. The last I looked outside, Henry, it had not even started to... I mean, it clouded up, but it hadn't even started to flurry yet here. You're at work lurking? Well, I appreciate that, Cowboy. Alright, now I need to remember which one's the goat pen and which one's the... Okay, that's the goat pen. Really? Really? It won't drag the truck back. You can whisper it to me. Move all the goats. There you go. Allows you to overlay filters. Nice. Have to check that out. Appreciate that, Henry. Wave heights aren't going to do me much good, but
Figured I'd join for a few minutes. It's almost nap time.
I appreciate that, Dave.
Alrighty.
And it's Boomhauer.
Kind of. Hello, Henry, Ferndog, Nico. How you guys?
Hey, everybody.
Hello, Oppies and TC and me. How are you guys doing? And Billy, Beretta.
Yeah, I need my nap time.
goat
That's not
food.
funny. It's almost 4 o'clock. That's usually nap time. 4 to 7.
Right.
Ugh.
And I am sorry about last night, guys. Hopefully my mouth
You're
stays the way it
Hey.
is now.
He's
Grandpa takes nap, but he's 100.
I gotta adjust that for these. I don't like that part of the AR bed.
I think you got an issue.
No, that's how this one came. I didn't mess with this one. That is
Yeah,
how
it looks
this one
like
came.
they set it up for big pallets.
Yeah, they did.
Hmm.
Oh, and the collision's not gonna let it. There's more than one way to skin a cat, as they say.
You stay away from my cat, sir.
I don't want to.
I don't know anything about skinning anything.
Alright.
Stay away from me. Scouring Twitch trying to find raiders. Oh yeah?
A 3-hour nap, that's all you get all day. Sometimes, well, you know, when you get to be my age and you got a high fatigue syndrome, autoimmune disease, you're allowed to have as many naps as you need.
I really appreciate it, Henry. Thank you very much, buddy.
There we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to adjust the nodes on this thing for these pallets, but it's a start. I'll mess with it later. Mess with it a bit later. I just want to get the goats moved quick.
Are you moving your goats?
I'm moving all my animals up here to my new farmyard.
Oh.
You got a new farmyard?
Yep, up in the mountains. I'm gonna get all the animals away from Johnson Farm. Hopefully it'll help my frame rates at Johnson some.
Got any mountain goats?
You can call them mountain goats if you want to.
They're in the mountains and they're goats, right?
Yeah,
And they're mountain goats.
3 Billy Goats Gruff or something like that.
That's a different story.
Oh, they were mountain goats.
They were billy goats.
Something like that.
There's a difference, Darius. Learn your nursery rhymes.
I don't want to. I think I gotta change my degrees of rotation on the steering wheel.
If you don't nap, you might just snap, and if you snap, you feel like crap. Exactly. Dun 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 dun. Only thing is, I've decided before I get out of here to pick up my oil because it's pumping out of the ground faster than I can collect it.
That's not a good thing.
No, twice a day seems to be
You gotta
good.
love that. Every now and then you hit I hit one of the road transitions. The truck decides it wants to have a mind of its own. I'm still tweaking this truck. I gotta slow it down more. I thought I slowed it down once already, but apparently I didn't.
Oh, going high centered on high sand and desert.
That's never fun. There are some mind-boggling videos of mountain. Yeah, they do some crazy stuff down the mountains. It's like, seriously, how?
Ibex go, yeah, just like it's crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Just play the hunter, you'll see how they. That's where I learned all about goats.
Yeah.
Playing the hunter.
Time to load up with another bunch of goats and bring them up.
Yeah, the hunter's a game. I wish I had time to play it again. There's so much new probably in there since the last time I played.
Probably.
I've got Hunter Call of the Wild on my Xbox.
I have
got
that
quite
too.
A few games on my Xbox that I need to. Like, I've been having this random urge to play hockey again.
Hockey.
Hockey? What's hockey? Yep.
Sometimes it happens that way, Henry. Depends on what the streamer's up to when you do it.
Just got. Woohoo.
Oh yay.
Yeah, I know that.
My medical bill from my hospital visit came.
I'm sorry.
Nico's got an idea for the 64X.
About the broken fence on the... Henry gifted another tier 1 sub to TC and me this time.
No.
Okay.
Another crazy idea that can't be done. but I appreciate the.
When you broken fence on the new 64 map. When
There
you
is
drive
no
there, you'll get respawn
teleporters.
on the helipad on top of the building. You can only jump down or reset your vehicle.
You can't do
No.
nothing like that.
There is no teleporter.
Right. We're talking farm sim here. There's some things that it just can't do. There's quite a bit of things that it.
Need a script for that. I do not write scripts.
And I
There
am
was
not-
a teleport, individual person teleportation script in 2013, and I tried to get it, but it doesn't.
What if you put the shop point on top of the helipad, so when you're looking at your vehicles, it's sitting on top of the helipad on top of the building?
Yeah, and how are you going to get them down?
Well, when you buy it, it wouldn't necessarily spawn there. Just when
Oh,
looking
you
at the
mean put it
vehicles.
up there on the? Yeah, that could be done up there. Possibly. I don't know. If it might be able to. That would be interesting. That's for sure. Oh, my new oil well is dud. It's the worst one I've had. Some of them have 7, 8 barrels ready. This one's been running just as long and it's got 1. Needs to.
like a problem.
I already exploited the parking garage.
Ah! Smuckers next door can jump a truckload of pallets from the garage to the roof of the Smuckers. Well, that's one way to do it. Of course, you don't need stairs now. All you gotta do is use the elevator.
Liners.
Spawn a container ship on the helipad.
What's with you and a helipad?
There is a helipad we found on top of one
Oh,
of the
that's
buildings
right.
in the city.
That's
It's
right.
way up there. Stopped making oil. Because you were full.
Oh, were you not at the,
All you had to do is watch, Henry.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure you were in that stream.
yeah, the update last week. It was an update to Smuckers.
No, I think he's talking about something else.
The helipad?
Yeah. Because he was in the stream Saturday.
Yeah, but he's still talking about trying to build Smuckers with stairs.
Hey.
Trolling.
I will be right back.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty. Next set of goats. Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Yep, Smuckers has 6 lifts, cargo lifts.
It does indeed.
For lazy people. No. Courtesy of
Shy Wizard.
Shy Wizard. I wouldn't have done it, but he did it, guys. I couldn't have done it without him. He was looking for a project. And you guys gave him one.
Ow.
So I've got just 10 of the 40 oil wells going. And
Yeah.
they are producing close to 60,000 oil a day.
Wow.
That's pretty good. On
Yeah, it is.
average, about 60 grand of oil a day. And if there's 40, that means you'd be getting about 240,000 oil per day. And if it rains, you're going to get blown right up, as long as you keep them empty. So I think we got plenty of oil production.
Yeah.
I'll be able to, I should, once I got the whole desert going, be able to fill my oil tanker with 200,000 once a day and bring it over.
Yeah. There we go. My goats are moved. Well, the goats I'm gonna move. I'll sell off the rest.
My oil's half full. 100,000 crude oil. Ooh, I can't wait to drive it in and drop it off.
Oh, the tanker of crude oil?
Yeah. I figured I'd wait till it's full before I move it.
How much do
Then
you
we-
have that holding again?
I only got the minimum setting for 200,000,
Ah.
so I'm over. So it's over half full.
Prom Games,
it-
thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. How are
It
you
will
doing
go
today?
up.
What's the max on it? Like 1 million?
I think there's 1 million with 3 up. But I just realized how the heck I got to put it on land in order to upgrade it.
Wah wah wah.
Might have to sell it and get a bigger one at some point.
Why not just
What's it-
reset it to the store and drive it over to the point from the store?
That's what I'm going to have to do
At least then it'll be up on the land for you.
to upgrade it. I'm going to build an upgrade garage out for water. I haven't figured out how yet. Someday I'm going to have one that's a repair shop and an upgrade
Yeah.
for the.
Gotta get a dry dock. Oh,
Yep.
Dave, gotta get a dry dock. Have it sink
Hey,
down
Pam,
so
how
you
you
can
doing?
drive. Have it sink down in the water so you can drive the boats in, and then have it pick them up out of the water to service them.
Yeah, you go for it.
Well, all you'd need to do is have the thing go up and down, right?
It would work at times. Other times it's going to be an issue with giant collisions on servers. It's always server collision.
Ah, yeah, servers. Stinking servers.
Although I was going to possibly do that at the new vehicle shop on the 64X map, is have a platform that you can spawn in anything on, but when you have a boat spawned in on it, it lowers it right down into the water. But you hit the button
Yeah, hit the button
Lift
and
button.
drop it down. Nice.
and lower it down into the water.
There you go.
Yeah. Future times. Yep. I got to take a quick break. I'll be right back.
Yep. A lot of times, yeah. Apparently, I guess. I'm gonna make some money off the goats. Ah, phew, for a second there I was like, did I just buy a goat? Nope, I did not. Ow. Need a truck. This one shall do. Hey, back here. I gotta be like that. Oh, hush, Mr. Chicken. Yep, that should hold that in place. Yes, okay. I need to get you up to gravel pit. It's close enough. No, where are you going? Why are you taking the long way?
All right. I'm gonna test my satisfactory is dating experimental branch.
There you go.
Not that I'm gonna play it long, but I want to see if it has new stuff. Then I might get playing it long.
That's how it goes.
Nope, I got work to do. I got Dell Electronics work to do today.
That's how it goes. In real life, when the animals know you're feeding soon, they all raise a fuss. What if in the game they did? Yeah, that's not gonna happen. Ain't no way. Blame that one on Giants. Blame that one all on Giants. Heck, the animals are laggy enough now.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I gotta check here. Oh, heck no, that's a lot of chickens. I'm buying most of those. How's it going, I forget? That's going to depend entirely on Giants and what they add for features. I'm not doing too bad.
It still will not launch with mods.
Well, that's a boo. I have too many trucks. You know, I did try to limit the amount of equipment I had. That backfired. Horribly. There is a Dave indeed. Gravel pit with you.
There is a date. Where?
Oh, straw. There's straw in this thing somewhere. I haven't seen anything lately from them, Henry, so I don't know about building mods into the game. That's probably just speculation on the part of a lot of people. Well, there is a mod that you can get that will turn off vehicles. You can turn them off so they won't appear in the list. You're empty, you can go away. You can go away and move over to my other farm. Da -da 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 -da. Oh, let's see, where is it? Fuel tanks. Hive production. Do I really have more than one of the A trailers? Interesting. Yeah, I've got too many trucks. I need to get rid of some of my trucks. That's ridiculous. Where are those? Did I pass them? There's that. No, I didn't turn on Pretzel today. I hadn't yet, anyway. There. It was feeling a little quiet. That's better.
There is a note on their thing that says the long-awaited engine upgrade is satisfactory is dropped. This means that modding will not work at all on the experimental branch. It is going to stay like that for a while, as fixing the mod loader requires coordination with the game's developers, as well as hard work from our own development team. We do not have an ETA, so please refrain from asking.
Huh. Where'd you see that posted?
On their modding Discord.
Ah, I gotcha. That makes sense. There's a lot of stuff going on with the experimental version, and it does take.
You have one
coordination.
question for me. I'm ready.
It's dangerous.
What's the ETA? Don't ask. That's what they said. ETA never.
You back down to store sell. Henry Hood gifted another tier 1 sub, this time to I Almost Had You. Alright, copper mine. Trash, trash. Coffee. $13 pallets of something. Alright, oh. That's being annoying, every single thing. There's a motor hooked me a couple times. A couple times acts from the charts. Yep, I'm familiar with I Almost Had You. He's a good guy. Editor at best. That's how it starts. 1 minute you're editing to get rid of a fence, the next thing you know you're making maps. Can an auto-drive truck drop his loaded trailer and attach an empty one without you? I don't believe so, Henry. No maps for you guys? Sure, Dave said that once upon a time, Beretta. He just had to move that pesky fence.
Never.
And now here he is. Yep. Yeah, I don't believe auto drive can do anything like that, Henry. Because the game wouldn't recognize the empty trailers. I think the best you'll get is a tipper trailer emptying and coming back, or filling with one product, going to another place and dumping it out. And I'm not even sure about that last part.
Ooh, we are down to 1.13 gig.
That's what, 300 or so meg you saved out of the map file already?
Well, it was 1.42 and it's 1.13. It's almost 0.3 gigs, whatever that is.
About 300 megabytes.
Mm-hmm. And that's just it went down 0.02 by reducing the pipes so far.
Nice.
From 1.15 to 1.13, so it is making a. And that's only on 3 buildings.
Yep.
And adding in some new stuff too.
Nice. Ellis, be good. Thank you for that follow. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? I'm doing alright. Just getting rid of some material from the desert. Belly scraper? Yeah. He's got a lot of interesting equipment. D-Man on Ice, thank you for that tier 1 sub. I appreciate it. Saying no maps for me, I would really love to do a 4X of my late father's. Yeah, trying to do realistic maps. I have a lot of appreciation for Oxygen David and some of these guys because they spend a lot of time just working on the individual models. I mean, I can't even fathom the amount of hours that must go into some of these maps, as detailed and accurate as they make them. Which is why if I ever get around to making a map, it's going to be very similar to Dave, and it's going to be county of whatever's in my head.
County of whatever's.
Yep. Nothing realistic about it. In some cases, Henry, they do. Some instances, they have to use, like, basically LiDAR almost to get the, terrain points. There is a way to input those directly into Giant's editor so that the terrain is done for you. And then you still have to manually go through and add trees and buildings and everything else in the roadways. 2 years to make stopping by. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's a long time for one map. And then people get on it and all they do is complain about any little tiny bug or any inaccuracy, and it's like, seriously? Do you know the work that just went into this map? Yeah, Google Maps, yep. Yeah, it's you're right, I forget the actual term and what it is, but it's essentially a terrain map that's done out, and the points are input into Giants to build the landscape for you. I was going to, at one point, attempt to do one of my local area around my house, because there's several small farms around here. But the problem is, the information for the data from mine is I'd have to recreate it out of more than a dozen smaller parcels, piece them all together into one large one, and then I'd be able to try and import the data. And I didn't have the patience to do it. Team of 4 people, yeah. Kelsier25, thank you for that follow, by the way. I do appreciate it. How are you today?
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back, Boom.
Welcome back.
Yeah, I had looked into it a lot. I know there's some areas of the US that I'd looked at that were very easy to get the data on in large sections. But my state opted to do it in a different way, and the only way to get the information is in a lot of small little pieces. So even to get enough pieces to do like a 4x map, I would have had to combine, I think it was like 18 or 19 different chunks to try and carve out the space I wanted. No thanks. Trying to piece them all together without any overlap in them. It is. Port Fitzgerald, I think, is closest to here. Yeah, that's where you're going anyway. I don't care. It's either closest or it's not. It is. Do like my terrain, but as far as trees and builds and roads, add them yourself where you want them as far as I'm concerned. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy the amount of time that goes into trying to place some of that stuff. And like I said, at the end of the day, you've got a lot of people that the minute they get into the map, they don't care, they couldn't be concerned otherwise. They're just, well, this is wrong and that's wrong and this is off and that's off, and can you not take 5 minutes to appreciate the work I put into this? Nope. Okay, fine, be that way. Do you know one soil app that gives you the real fields divided and also analyzed? One soil app that gives you the real fields divided and also analyzed the nitrogen and real data. I have not
Oh, excuse me.
heard of anything for that. Prom games. Put you somewhere in here. Like so. Oh, hey. Making a huge mess. It's a good possibility, Prom Games. I know there's a lot of differences, even across the US in mapping terms. I guess a lot of that would depend on whether or not people have bothered to do any testing themselves, or what concerning that. There's that. You're gonna head down to the shop sell point. Oops, wrong button. Alright. I'm gonna come off of probably this point back here. Do 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 do. Have a good one, Prom Games. Thanks for coming out, and thank you for that follow while you were here. Alright, add a point. Animals. There we go. This is sheep food. Guess I'll stick it in the sheep pen. Cowboy Mike's with a host of one. Thank you for that, Cowboy. Alright. You can now go back to shop sell as well. Get rid of some of these trailers too. Nice. Always fun to be able to do. Get rid of some of these trailers. Reminds me, I wanted to paint this muddy. Is that where it is? It's hard to see in the dark. think. Something like that, maybe. Something like that, maybe. Good enough. Smooth that transition out a little bit. Well, that's what I'm hoping, is maybe I can do this and gain some frames back down in Johnson. So I don't really need all of these down by Johnson Farm. Do. Yeah, I'll just stick it in over here, why not? I'll put it in this silo, it doesn't matter. And then I'll send this off to the desert. Dee. Gonna be a short stream for me today. Not gonna go crazy long, probably go till about 5:30. Since I'll have to be up in the middle of the night to go plowing. Joy. I used to like plowing once upon a time. Keyword once upon a time. Something like that, maybe? That's a little better. That is a little bit better. Your neighbor with his bucket loader, that's always handy. Off to Johnson Farm with you. One trailer down. Alright, so I've got animal pens. Kinda wish you had driveway big enough to use equipment on, only shovels for you. That's never fun. I used to be at a house like that. An apartment I rented. And the where I'm at, they say in order for you to that's close enough. If you're renting to anybody, you have to provide snow removal as the person doing the renting, or to whoever's renting. And my neighbor got out of, or my landlord at the time got out of it by providing us shovels. Because technically he was providing Snow removal.
I
Yeah.
did the same thing.
Well, the driveway was for 3 apartments, 6 cars, and it was maybe 2 cars wide. So you had me in like one corner at the end of it. My wife would pull her car angled right in front of me, and then up beyond that you had like 3 cars. So there was kind of 5 of us in the driveway, and it was a very tight fit. And every single time, it didn't matter how long we waited, the end of the driveway would not get shoveled until my wife and I went out to do it. After doing that, my wife and I, because we parked at the very end of the driveway where it's right next to the street, we would be the first to want to leave, so we'd shovel out our end, and then literally 2 of the other tenants wouldn't ever shovel. They'd just drive over the snow and pack it down. But they wouldn't do anything until my wife and I tried to leave first. And then after that point, they would get their vehicles out. They would wait for us to do the shoveling. They wouldn't help. They wouldn't nothing. It's like, seriously?
So nice of them.
Oh yeah, it's like, I hate you. I really do hate you guys. Thank you for that follow, Yidget27B. I appreciate it. How are you doing today? You can go to Johnson Farm. You know what? I'll just drive you to Johnson Farm, because I'm going to hook you to another trailer and send you up to the farmyard anyway. The animal area. Oh, excuse me. Do. Seriously? Apparently I bumped into it too vigorously. There we go, off you get. Off you go. There's the other truck. Hiding over there. Neighbor owns his own construction business. It's pretty funny seeing the wheel loader plow out a neighborhood. Hey, at least he's willing to do that. I mean, to me, that's pretty awesome that he actually takes the time to do that. I already sent the sheep food up. Pig food's gonna stay for the time being. I'll go do one of the ducks. Get that up there quick. The ducks all have enough food to get through the night, so that's good. I've known many people that have literally gone out and bought tractors and things like that just so they have an excuse to play in the snow or dirt or wherever. One of my former bosses went out and bought a utility tractor with backhoe and the whole nine, so that when he had stressful days at work, he would go home and pick an area off the corner of his yard and just go start digging holes and messing around in the dirt to relax and de-stress. So whatever floats his boat, I guess. Alright. Winston, I wanted to get this over here. A wheeler with a plow, but it's been down for a while. Yeah, parts can get expensive on those things. Especially depending on what model it is and what year it is. It's crazy. Some of those things are just like cars. The brand name is like, alright, pay. You want the parts? Pay the money. Alright. I've got the animals taken care of, so they should be okay. Those ducks will probably just get rebought in a new pen. That's fine. I don't know if I'm going to keep the pigs or not. The sheep, I can move the sheep. That's not a big deal. Chickens. How close are the chickens? Alright. Well, the chickens will start breeding the next day. That's a plus. But let's get through the night quick. Because it is starting to get dark. So, 7, 3, 10 hours. Do. Biogas plant, property income. Of course you're going to be right in my way so I can't see what the property income is. Because you're annoying. Sometimes even with that, if we get a lot of snow, I can... Yeah, there's somebody not far from me. They got a small, I say 2-car driveway. You might be able to fit like 4 cars in it. They get a little bit of a turnaround on their driveway. He plows his driveway with a 4-wheeler. And along one edge of the driveway, every year he ends up creating this big long ramp of snow. It looks absurd, but it's the only way he can plow the snow. And I feel bad. It's an older guy. He takes probably 2 hours to plow this small little driveway with a 4-wheeler. There's the seasons lag. Oh wow, it's bad right now. Yep. Come on. Oh, first day of late spring. It's going to be a little bit worse than normal. Problem you run into is you can only push your snow back so far before it's in your neighbor's yard. That is a problem too. It does happen. I guess that's another way I'm kind of lucky. I've got a fairly open yard, so I've got plenty of room to push snow out of my driveway. Butt up against 4 other properties. Ew. Yeah, I won't forget when my wife and I were first looking at properties, we had discussions about what to look for and how big we wanted our land and everything else, and she kept insisting on like a half acre because that's what she lived on growing up, and that's more than plenty of. I don't want to buy any place with any less than 2 acres. And she hemmed and hawed with me about it at first, but finally we ended up finding the house we bought that we're living in now. And now she's like, oh, yeah, I guess 5 acres is a lot better than a half an acre. She says, exactly, we've got 2 boys. They've got room to do what they want to do. They've got plenty of room to play away from the road.
And not bug each other.
Well, they usually end up playing together pretty good while they're outside. 3-car garage. 3-car garage isn't bad. Mine's got a attached barn. It's a 2-bay barn with a 2nd floor over one of the bays, which is nice, but structurally it's not strong enough to put any vehicles in. It just means I usually pile it full of crap. It's getting bad right now. I need to clean it at some point. $100 acres, someplace to hunt. 0.37, yeah, there's a lot of places we looked at that were small like that, Fern Dog. I wish I'd have made some better, you know, hindsight being 20/20 and all that, some better choices when I was younger. Because when my wife and I first started looking at property, it took us a couple years before we were able to actually buy anything. But when we were younger, before my oldest was born, there was a place here in Maine, I want to say it was like Township 36 or something crazy like that, over near New Hampshire. It was literally just a numbered township. It didn't even have a name to it. And they had 7 adjoining plots. They wanted 20 or 25,000 a plot, and they were 115 acres apiece. Oh, reverse mortgage type of deal. That's a bummer, Fern Dog. So if I'd have been smart, I'd have bought one of those parcels back then, and heck yeah, 115 acres for 25 grand. It was like, seriously, why hasn't anybody bought it? I think it abutted a swamp, and there was a section that was very ledgy, so it wasn't the best land in the world. But I'm sorry, 115 acres, I'll find a spot to put a house. I don't need that big of an area to plant a house with a driveway into it, so I'm sure I could have figured it out. Yeah, land on a lake gets expensive though. Heck, most towns here in Maine, they'll charge you if you've got a view of the lake, even if you're 3 miles away on a hill. I know there's a couple towns near me that they will charge you for the lake view, for the lake in the town, one town over. Because you can see it from your property. Because you're on the side of a mountain. Like, seriously, you're charging for a view of a lake that's not even in the same town. Seems kind of crooked to me, but what do I know? Oh yeah, I am not surprised by that one little bit. There's a lot of towns in Maine that they will charge you for the view, even if you're not even in the same city as you're in. City, town, they don't care. Alright, you need to go back to Johnson Farm. Oh yeah, it's way down here. Now, ducks don't actually breed, correct? I know I've asked that before, but I'm drawing a blank.
They breed.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not worried about it. I'm just gonna buy new ones. A lot easier than transporting that many ducks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So, Nico, it will...
Oh.
9-day season, second season. Okay, your cows and goats have had their...
They'll start
the
producing
babies
milk.
immediately.
Yep. As soon as they give birth, they'll start producing milk. I didn't even see it mixed in with everything else. Sorry about that, Nico. There. Dun, 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 dun. Ah.
The animal pen you're using, does it have a place for milk? Or are you using the feedlot? If you're using the feedlot, you are not gonna get any milk.
Yeah, you have to be using one of the pens that will allow it.
Pens from see we don't have a cow husbandry that you will produce milk. Or I'm sorry, that can hold milk. That
We have-
you've got to find on your own.
We have one,
The feedlot doesn't take milk.
but we have another one that is not the feedlot, and it does take.
Are you sure?
I am 100,000% sure. It's the one that the cows get stuck in all the time.
It's called the large dairy
okay.
barn, right there.
One that the
Big cow hut.
navigation mesh is messed up on.
Yeah.
Yep, the large dairy barn. As long as you're using that one, or a similar style animal pen, the base game cattle pastures, or any of these other ones, the Lone Oak cattle barn, they'll produce. You have the large dairy barn? Yep. They should start producing immediately. It'll produce over time, so you'll get a little bit per hour. Unless you have one of those mods that changes it so the milking time is only twice a day or something. But see, I moved pregnant goats or goats that had just given birth up here, and I got 16,000 liters of goat milk just from fast forwarding through the night. And 5 new births. So, alright, where did I put that oh, that trailer's over there, isn't it? It's over here in this shed. They've already... really? Yes, I'm going to allow that if they've already made babies. It's a farming game we're talking about. Come on now. And they're fed and watered and still not producers. Yeah, if they don't produce, there could be something conflicting with the game. It does happen. I have to move my sheeps. Apparently because... How long ago did they have their babies? goats of 0.4. Just born. I have goats at 0.4, which are just born or something similar. My game is in Dutch, so don't know the exact words. If it says 0.4, they're not just born. I haven't produced any.
That means they're 4 months away from being born,
Yeah, it means they're 4 months away.
or 0.4 of a year.
Yeah, 0.4 of a year. I'll still have some sheep left over in this, so give me a second and I'll show you what I'm talking about.
Oh, unless they're 0.4 just born. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, they're.
So if I come over here to this, you'll see like this was just born. Oh, I gotta be in the seasons menu, that's right. Sheep pasture. So this is 0.3 years. They're newborn, not fertile. And then you'll have amongst the mature somewhere, maybe.
Nope.
I don't have any ready to be. Yeah, so you've got.
But you got some
newborns.
brand new ones.
But if there's 0.4, you should be getting milk already.
Do you, first of all, do you have the ones that produce milk?
Oh, that is an option too.
If he's playing seasons, there's one that does not produce.
Yeah,
I
there
believe.
are a couple of cows and sheep varieties, or
Yes, there are animals
there is a
that
goat
do not
variety
produce.
that doesn't produce it. Yes. Oh, fields ticked over. That's why the lag was so bad. Had to update the map for the change of the season. I should check and see if anything's ready for... I had some fields I bought that were previously planted. You have all three kinds.
Did the ones that actually produce milk give birth, though?
Yeah.
If the other ones gave birth that don't produce milk, you're not going to get milk just because they produced. Or just because they had babies.
Yep. The Nubians gave birth. Then you should be getting some milk. How many Nubians do you have? Big bump in the ground. 20 in total. How many of them actually produced young? I should say, of that 20 Nubians, how many of those are babies? Is it the goats don't produce a ton of milk. So if you've only got 20 Nubians in total, only so many will give birth at any given time. I mean, it should give you some milk, but you're not going to get a ton of milk from just 20 of them.
Right.
Because you probably only had 1 or maybe 2 give birth. I mean, I'd imagine there'd be a couple liters of milk, but who knows? $25 in total and 30 newborns and 5 young. It's a good possibility, Nico. I mean, you should have gotten some milk at some point, but oh hey. Help if you put them back together in the right order, dummy. A little bit, Henry. I haven't really been doing too much outside of streaming lately. Especially last week. So I haven't really taken time to... And I haven't even really played any games other than when you guys see me streaming. That's not what I wanted. Oh well. I'll take it over to the goats and then I'll come back, I guess. We can take a look at it. I don't know if anything will jump out, but we can certainly take a look at it. I've got the goats and the sheep mostly moved. Really? Stupid pallet. Dee 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 dee. And the malls. There we go. Where's the animals for this one? I forgot. Oh, there it is. Dee 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 dee. Oh, jeez, 5:15 already. Holy cow.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Sure does. It sure does. They should really add a move all button. They should. I mean, at least I've got the animal screen extended, I think it is, that allows you to move them a lot faster instead of having to click the button every single time. So I can just hold the button down and not have to sit back and press it 600 times. Which is a plus.
Mhm.
There we go. Sold animals. There, now I can get that sent out of here. Dee 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 dee. There we go. That can get sent up. Duck plucking. Hey look, I got the right one. duck enclosure. Oh, the water pumps. Eesh. End of the list, practically. I wish you could just like go into landscape mode and start selecting buildings and sell them off that way too. It'd be so
Right.
much easier than sitting here trying to go like, is it this one? Is it that one? And especially if you've got several animal things, or in my case, like I've got one of these water pumps at every single animal thing in case I forget to accidentally water, you know, I forget to water them or something. There we go. Let's take care of the big hole for now. Is it that one? No, not that one, not that one, not that one, not that one. That one. There we go. That's better. I'll have to do the same over here at some point. Yeah, it's in the process of being modified back to a more reasonable level. I was playing around with it for somebody and sent them a copy, but now I need to fix my copy. Alright, get you over here to the road. Up to animals. Onward. Do I continue to care about the pigs? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, excuse me. Oh, I was gonna say, like, why in the heck is there a yellow dot way over there? But that's where I was grinding trees. Did I send something down here for sale? No. What in the heck is going on here? I moved vehicles places. Where did they all go? There's that. I get that part. Could have sworn I moved vehicles a few minutes ago.
What you get for thinking.
Yep, it is. It's usually what happens. It is
Same
usually
thing
what
happened
happens.
to me.
Get all messed up by trying to think.
End up being completely wrong.
Did you see the coffee stain video I linked there, Boomhauer?
Yeah, I seen that last week.
No, Friday, yeah.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one, I think.
Yeah. Yep, I posted that for when it came out. I seen it like 30 minutes after it was released.
Yeah, it looks cool, and my question now is, like, will that work across, like, a gorge if you've got a wire strung across it? Or does it only work if you're sliding downhill?
Right. Either or at this point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or can you use it to ascend up a wire? You know? I have a 126 acre field, time set to 1. I seed and ferret and spread manure on, and by the time the manure spreading was done, half the field is at the first stage of growth. I'm assuming you've got no, you're not running seasons, I almost had you?
No, not if it's at first stage.
As I'm saying, I'm assuming so what happens is your growth rate is set
Too high.
too high.
It's probably on fast. You might want to turn it down.
Yeah.
To when I was playing non-seasons, and I had a big field like that. I mean, it wasn't that big. I would turn growth off until I completed the field, and then I would turn it back on.
That's what I used to do as well. I would turn the growth all the way off, plant the field, and then turn it back on when I was done. Otherwise, you end up, it grows so quick that you're not done the field before it's starting to grow.
Yeah. It can be a disaster.
Yeah. And now you've got multiple growth states across the field. So it's harder to... Your harvest won't come right, your fertilizing won't come right, stuff like that.
And if you're any amount of OCD, it's probably bugging the crap out of you.
Yup. Yep, it sure probably is.
Yeah, I used to have that happen on
What am I doing?
Fellsbrunn, because I ended up where the house was. if you're looking at the house with your back to that mountain that's across the street, the fields to the left of the house, I had combined all of those into one, and I turned it into a cotton field. And yeah, I had that exact same issue.
Where do you put the empty pallets at the butcher shop? I don't remember. Give me just a minute.
They don't take it. I don't think it takes empty pallets. Pallets, I don't think are necessary.
Yeah, he said, never mind, duh.
Yeah. I saw that. Even if I fast forward a while, the rest of... Yeah, so what's happening is as you're planting, like I said, if your growth rate, it's triggered by the time of day. Certain times of day will trigger a growth state change when you're not in seasons. And if you pass that time while planting, you end up going to the next state. So I would, on a field that size, shut my growth rate off completely. There'd be a point in the menu where you can change it. I'd show you, but I'm running seasons so that it's been disabled.
If I remember correctly, it is on the first page of non-seasons.
Big guy coming in. How's it going, big guy?
For settings, and it'll say, I believe it's in like the third row.
Yeah, I think it's in game settings. It's over here somewhere, right after the helpers, I believe.
Yeah. And it will say growth, fast, slow.
Yeah, slow, normal, fast, and off.
Yeah.
I'm doing alright, big guy. You actually coming in right as I'm getting ready to end.
Yep, I'll be on in about, what time is it? About an hour and a half. As long as my mouth cooperates. So far, so good.
Oh, that's why it's not doing it. I have to release the pellets.
Unload. Yep.
Like, why isn't it unloading into the trigger? Come on. It's bugging me. There we go.
Big guy, are you going to be playing our map tonight?
Say he should be. He was playing it last night.
Alright. No, he wasn't.
Wasn't? I could have sworn I saw him on it.
Nope, he was doing the community.
Perhaps. I could have sworn he was playing it, but maybe not.
Nope.
I only popped
Unless
in
he
for a few minutes.
changed at there towards the end when I went to bed.
I don't remember. I ended up over there with you, and then I think yeah, I ended up over there at one point. Another vehicle to go send off to the shop to sell it.
Yeah,
It's possible. I mean, I wasn't really paying too close attention while I was over there. I was doing like 6 different things at once.
Me and Dave were talking about it.
Aha.
Dave's not talking anything. Don't
Right now.
rope me into this. No, I'm only kidding. I'm hard at work.
Me too.
Oh, I can smell supper coming.
Yeah.
This truck is so hard to back up.
Yeah, do you see the freaking speed?
Yeah, I gotta
Oh,
go in
yeah.
and fix it. I thought I had turned it down quite a ways, but apparently it didn't update the XML when I did it.
That's redonkulous. You probably
Was it-
pulled a me and didn't save.
Is that a big guy special?
It could be.
Camping guy, actually.
Or camping guy?
I updated it because he was complaining about one of his other trucks was he couldn't see anything with the lights. And knowing that this one's fairly bright, I changed up the engine a bit and sent it over to him earlier. He was driving it at one point without a trailer on it. Went over one of the bumps in the road full speed, expecting it just to kind of launch calmly off the other side. And instead, at that moment, it decided to backflip like a dozen times off into the mountains. It's kind of hilarious.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, he ended up. He was driving up this way here, and I think he'd gone just past this sand point, turned this corner, and he hit a bump over in here, and he ended up flipping way up into the mountains over here, landing. He just went over one of the little knolls, and he'd gone over a couple of them already, and it just kind of like gently sailed through the air, came back down. He's like, I like this. It's pretty controllable. It's yeah, this is awesome. And then he hit the next bump and just like it clipped something in midair almost, and just went flipping over backwards. That's pretty funny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've got a lot of other work to do to it before that almost had you. Because the top speed, I wanted to bring the top speed way down. And yeah. I'll mess with it later after I get off of stream. Like that. There. But on that note, minus you. No, I don't want to be in that window. Stop it. I'm gonna come over here quick, and I'm gonna put up the ending soon, because I was gonna do an early stream today. I will catch you guys all later. I appreciate you all for coming out.
We'll catch y'all later.
Yeah, thank you, Henry, very much for the gifted subs. Thank you for the new follows, Kelsier, Yidget, LSB Good, Prom Games, Legolas. and I will catch you guys all later. Let's see who we've got out in Raidland. Let's see, who is... Jababo's playing some Farming Simulator. Let's go see... Who else? I don't see a whole lot of people out there.
Casket.
Right now. Casket's playing?
Casket's playing the map.
Alright, let's go over to... Casket Man.
Cask Man 20.
Casket Man 20. Let's go give him a raid. No, Twitch is being weird. It doesn't want to bring anybody with me. Really? Let's try that again. Yeah, Twitch is being silly. Alright, let's hit the button anyway then, I guess.